Hey guys, welcome to Channel Kids Moral Stories.
Once upon a time, in a small village nestled in the rolling hills of a green valley, there lived a young shepherd boy named Timmy. Timmy's job was to watch over his father's flock of sheep, making sure they didn't stray or get into any trouble. He took his job seriously, but sometimes he got bored and looked for ways to entertain himself. One sunny afternoon, Timmy thought it would be funny to cry out, "Wolf, Wolf." The wolf is attacking the sheep, even though there was no wolf in sight. He laughed to himself, imagining the worried looks on the villagers' faces. The villagers heard his cries and came running to help, only to find Timmy laughing and the sheep grazing peacefully. The villagers scolded Timmy for his prank, warning him that if he cried wolf again without a real wolf, no one would believe him when he really needed help. "Why would we believe you now?" they asked. "You're just a boy who likes to play tricks on us." But Timmy didn't listen. He thought it was the most hilarious joke ever. A few days later, Timmy cried out again, "Wolf, Wolf," even though there was no wolf. Again, the villagers came to his aid, only to find Timmy giggling and the sheep unharmed. This time, the villagers were angrier. "Timmy, you're wasting our time," they said. "If you lie again, we won't come to your aid." But Timmy thought he was clever. He thought he could get away with it one more time. So, a few days later, he cried out again, "Wolf, Wolf." The villagers, remembering his previous pranks, didn't believe him. They stayed in their homes, thinking it was just another one of Timmy's jokes. Then, one fateful day, a wolf really did appear. It was big and black, with sharp teeth and glowing eyes. Timmy cried out, "Wolf, Wolf." But the villagers, remembering his previous lies, didn't believe him. "You're just crying wolf again," they said, shaking their heads. The wolf attacked the flock, and Timmy was left alone to face the predator. He realized too late that his lies had consequences, and no one came to his aid. The wolf devoured several sheep, and Timmy's father was heartbroken. Timmy learned a valuable lesson that day. Honesty is crucial, and lying can have severe consequences. From then on, Timmy became known as the boy who cried wolf. He was shunned by the villagers, and his father was disappointed in him. Timmy worked hard to regain the trust of the villagers. He took his job seriously, watching over the sheep with diligence and never lying again. He knew that honesty was the only way to keep his flock and himself safe. As time passed, the villagers began to trust Timmy again. They saw how hard he worked and how dedicated he was to his job. Timmy became a responsible young man, and the villagers respected him for it. He never forgot the lesson he learned from crying wolf, and he always told the truth, no matter how hard it was.
In a peaceful meadow, a lively boy shepherds a flock of woolly creatures, mischief twinkling in his gaze. Boredom takes hold of the boy. Mischief dances in his eyes as he surveys the peaceful flock. Panic grips the village as the boy's shouts pierce the tranquility, stirring fear among the unsuspecting villagers. Chaos reigns as distrust clouds the villagers' faces, their hands grasping hastily for tools to combat the unseen menace. A fierce predator emerges, its gaze fixed on the unsuspecting sheep, as the boy's urgent cries fall on skeptical ears. Skepticism hardens the villagers' expressions, arms crossed in disbelief as they reject the boy's desperate call for aid. Determination fuels the boy's steps as he rushes towards the looming danger, a solitary figure against the threat. Startled by unexpected valor, the wolf hesitates, its predatory intent momentarily quelled by the sheer audacity of the boy's bravery. Realization dawns on the villagers' faces, softened by awe as they witness the once mischievous boy standing valiantly in defense, protecting the vulnerable sheep. Humility adorns the villagers' faces, grateful smiles breaking through as they gather around the boy, acknowledging his newfound courage and maturity. Understanding dawns in the boy's eyes, bridging the gap of deception with newfound wisdom, as he shares a moment of reconciliation with the villagers. trust rekindled in the meadow. The sun dips low, painting the meadow in hues of warmth, a sense of unity and peace settling over the reunited community, hearts now bound by honesty and trust.
Once upon a time, in a small coastal village, there lived a young boy named Finley. Finley was fascinated by the ocean and spent most of his days exploring the tide pools and watching the dolphins play in the waves. He loved listening to the old sailors' tales of sea monsters and hidden treasures. But most of all, he was captivated by the legend of the golden dolphin. The villagers spoke of the golden dolphin in hushed tones, as if it were a mythical creature. They said it had the power to heal the sick, grant wisdom to the foolish, and bring good fortune to those who treated it with kindness. Finley's parents told him it was just a story, but he couldn't shake the feeling that there was truth to it. One day, while out on a boat trip with his father, Finley spotted a magnificent dolphin with a shimmering golden coat. The dolphin swam alongside the boat, and Finley felt an instant connection to it. His father, a grizzled old fisherman, looked at him with a knowing glint in his eye and said, "That's no ordinary dolphin, lad. That's the golden dolphin itself." Finley was amazed and felt grateful to have seen the golden dolphin. He spent the rest of the day in a daze, thinking about the encounter. As the days passed, Finley found himself facing many challenges. His village was struggling with a severe drought, and the fishermen were unable to catch enough fish to feed their families. The villagers were worried and didn't know what to do. Finley remembered the golden dolphin and decided to seek its help. He spent hours by the ocean, calling out to the golden dolphin, and eventually, it appeared before him. Finley explained the village's troubles, and the golden dolphin listened intently. With a flick of its tail, the dolphin created a massive wave that brought fresh water and fish to the village. The villagers were overjoyed, and soon, word of Finley's encounter with the golden dolphin spread. People came from all around to seek the dolphin's help, and Finley found himself acting as a mediator between the villagers and the magical creature. As Finley grew older, he became a respected leader in his village, known for his wisdom and kindness. He continued to explore the ocean with the golden dolphin, learning about the delicate balance of the marine ecosystem and the importance of protecting it. Together, Finley and the golden dolphin went on many underwater adventures, discovering hidden caves, shipwrecks, and even an ancient sunken city. The golden dolphin taught Finley how to communicate with sea creatures and how to harness the power of the ocean. Years passed, and Finley became a renowned oceanographer, dedicating his life to studying and protecting the marine world. He never forgot the golden dolphin and the lessons it had taught him, and whenever the village faced a challenge, Finley would call upon the golden dolphin, who would always appear to offer guidance and assistance.